Namaskar. Today I am going to discuss some PhD rules and traits that will benefit you to complete your journey successfully and within time. So whenever you are taking the topic of your PhD thesis, must take it of your interest. If the topic is not of your interest, it would be difficult to complete within time, or maybe you are going to withdraw midway, because it takes 3 to 5 years to complete your PhD journey. So topics should be of your interest, and further it will remain with you for the whole life, for the whole professional life. So must think about it and take it that interests you to work. And once you have finalized the topic, must focus on it. It is not like that you have taken it and slowly it will complete itself. No miracle is going to happen. You have to focus on it. There are so many day-to-day responsibilities everyone is taking in their life, and what you have to do with that responsibility is you have to carry your PhD. So must focus on it, that you have to complete within time. And for this, what you have to do? You have to be determined and constant. Constant means every day you have to work on it. Once you have finalized the topic and you are focused to complete it, you have to do some work on day-to-day basis. Don't think that after 6 months you will work for 1 hour or 2 hours or 5 days or 1 week and it will be completed. No, this is very difficult. What you have to do, you have to work on it daily, at least for 1 hour initially. What you have to do, you have some research papers or books with you always, and whenever you get the time, you must go through it. Try to familiarize yourself with the work you are going to do. Once you create the comfort zone, once you are familiar with the work that have already been done, it will be easier for you to complete your work. So what you have to do on daily basis, initially when we are doing literature review, when we are doing our PhD, what we are doing? We are doing initially literature review. So once you start working regularly for 1 hour, it will become your habit. Initially just go through 3 or 4 abstract. What is the background? What are the methodology that has been taken to study the objectives? What are their results? What are the conclusions? So every day 3 or 4 abstract, it is easier to go throughout. So must do it initially. Once you are comfortable with the topic, once you are familiar with the work that have already been done in your knowledge domain, it will be easier for you to finalize the scope and problem and then objective and then further methodology to work on the objective. So constantly you have to work on your topic or PhD thesis. And after this, one more trait that is very important is you have to have confidence. Once you are finalizing various things and when you are visiting your supervisor, she is rejecting it outrightly, and then your confidence shakes, and then you start thinking, this is not my cup of tea, I am going to withdraw it. Your presentation, semester presentation is there. What development is there in your work? Your research committee is evaluating the work and some negative comments are there. So what you are thinking? No, this is not my cup of tea. Don't think this. Even if they have rejected your work, start working again. That means you are not following the right path. So you have to work it again. Those who have already completed, they have also faced the same situation. They have also been rejected for their topics, for their methodology by their supervisors. But what happened? They were having the confidence, and that you also need to have in this situation. Yes, I am the right person and I am going to complete it. This you have to revise and tell you in your mind. And also be resilient. Know how to do comeback. Many times you are sending your work to the journals, and review committee is sending your work back for the review, and many times you are getting table rejection. Your work is rejected outrightly. That is not of their use. Don't get disheartened. This happens with each and every scholar. Number of times table rejections they are also getting. They have also got. So if you are getting it, stay there. Be resilient. Do come back and work on it again. There are some problem that they have not accepted your work. So must think over it. Find it out. Where is the problem? Why my paper has been rejected? Where is the problem? Topic is an issue, methodology or sample or population, that you have to find it out. When supervisor is rejecting your work, no, this is not the right methodology, then you are thinking, I worked so much and now it has been rejected, now what I have to do? Don't think that. Work on it again and again. This is research. This is called research. You are searching again and again, and you are finding the right thing, right methodology, right population, right data collection tool, right data analysis tool. And this way you are going to complete your work successfully. So be resilient. You always know that how to do the comeback. And to complete your work, to do all these things, what you have to do? You have to be disciplined. You have to make one framework to complete your work. In how many days, how many times it will take to complete your work again? If the review of the paper is there, in how many days you are going to send it back? Although they are sending the deadline themselves, but still you have to fix the deadline. They are giving you sometimes 1 month. Don't take 1 month time, because you have already worked on that paper. So take 5 days, 7 days. Be disciplined. Sit to work for 1 hour or 2 hours or 3 hours every day. Initially it is 1 hour or 2 hours, but as soon as you finalize your objective, you are going to do data collection. That takes more time, and you have to devote it for the collection of data. And after that, it takes more time to analyze it. So at a stretch, you have to sit for 6 hours, 7 hours. So that you have to do. So you have to be disciplined to complete your PhD. Unless you are having this discipline or framework to complete your work, it would be difficult, and then it will take 7 or 8 years, and even you are not knowing, because there is no fixed deadline. There is no framework how you will come to know that which work will take how much time. So be disciplined and fix the deadline to complete your work. There is no syllabus of PhD. There is no examination of PhD. Whenever you are going to complete it, organization or institution is telling you to submit it. So fix the deadline yourself. So it is taking time for the scholars because there is no deadline. It takes 6 years, and even after that they are getting re-registration for the same work. So it takes every time they are getting the renewal of that registration many times, and almost all the time scholars are getting this opportunity. So they are taking number of years. Don't do that. So be disciplined and try to complete it within time, and also take help from others. Whenever you are in problem, whenever you feel some problem in your work or some personal problem, many times go to the supervisor, go to your peer group, go to the person who has already done their work and completed their PhD. Talk to them, discuss your problem with them, and you will find some solution. They are telling you about their solutions, how they had coped it with their problem, and many times you are getting the solution out of it for your work. And also you must accept and respect the criticism that you are getting for your work, whether from the research committee, from the supervisor, or from journals, or in conferences you are going and you are getting suggestions from the peer group. You must respect that criticism to improve your work. In almost all the PhD ordinance, it has been told to the scholar that they should publish one paper and in the journal, peer review journal, and one paper presentation in the conference out of their thesis work. Why so? There you get the suggestions from the peer group, there you get the review of the expert of your topic, those who are chairing the session in the conferences. And same in the journal, you are getting the feedback from the expert or peer group. So that will, and that help to improve your work. So never get offended that the person has criticized your work. No. Always respect it, and the suggestions that you can take and incorporate in your work, must do it. Must do it. Wherever you can raise your question that why so, that you can ask respectfully, but must think over that criticism. And you have to have the critical thinking skill. Whenever you do your PhD thesis, you have to do it logically and reasonably. Why so? Whatever you are doing, question is being raised, why so? Why not this? Why this? So whatever literature you have gone through for your work, you must analyze it critically to find the gap, to fix your objective, and then analyze the methodology, collect the data, and accordingly you are going to analyze with the use of data analysis tools that is suitable for your work. So everyone is asking the question, why this methodology, why not this? You have to be logical and reasonable, and that is only possible when you are doing it critically, analyzing it critically. And last but not the least, always take the blame of your work yourself. Don't blame others. Don't blame your supervisor that they had suggested me to do this, so I have done. Nobody is asking you why you have taken this topic, because my supervisor suggested. No, this is not acceptable. You have to justify why you have done that work, why you have taken that topic, why such and such methodology, and why you have analyzed in this manner, and what are the results. So nobody is going to blame your supervisor or organization for your work, but you are the only person question will be raised in front of you and you have to justify it. So always take the blame. This is all about today. In next video I am going to talk about how to select the topic for your PhD work. Till then, take care. Bye bye.